Hello guys, I welcome you in this Python programming course from scratch. This is 10th tutorial in which we will be saying if-else if statements. I am Dr. Nilesh Shaikhe, Assistant Professor from Priyadarshini Indira Gandhi College of Engineering, Nagpur. Guys, in day-to-day life, we always take some decisions depending upon conditions. Suppose you are at a traffic signal, then depending upon the condition, if it is red, then you will do some action. That means you have to take no action actually. Then if it is yellow, then you will start to take action, and if it is green, you will take the action. Similarly, I want to just say that depending upon this condition, you are taking some action. Similarly, even at the time of when your mom tells you about buying vegetable or buying purchasing of some grocery, she always instruct you that okay, if you are not getting this, then buy this one. That means depending upon condition, you are choosing the plan of action. Similarly, wife can ask to a husband like whether he will like a warm coffee or cold coffee, and depending upon the expression given by the father, husband, she served either warm coffee or cold coffee to her. So this situation can be occur always in the programming, that we are executing the statements. These are called as sequential statement, which will be executed one by one. But at some state, we may require to take the condition, depending upon the condition, we have to take some action. Like suppose this is true, then we are executing these statements, and if not, then we will be executing this statement. This can be represented through a flowchart. I will like if you will learn flowchart nicely, because that is how the logic gets built. So join some tutorial from 2 to 3 lecture, you will be knowing how the flowcharts are to be made. This is the starting symbol, and we are executing some statements, and later on we will check the condition, and if it is true, we will be executing some sequential statements, and if it is false, we will be otherwise execute these statements, and after executing some sequential statement, we will end the program. So let us start hands-on session on it. Let us take the example of odd number or even number. Suppose I say that I am asking the input from the user. You know the statement for that. Enter the, we have seen it in the previous lecture. I just say enter the number. And if I say how you will check the even number, we will check whether the remainder is 0, right? If remainder is 0, then we will say print even number. Okay. And let us print this, print y. Okay. Let us check this statement. It is 2. That means even number. Okay. But what about if odd? Then we will require to write program for, code for odd also. That means I will say modulo 2 equal to 1. Then what it should print? It should print odd, right? File latest state. It has printed odd. Now you see the efficiency or optimization of this code. If you might have thinking that if it is 0, then it will print even number. Then we need not to check whether equal to 1 or not, right? So this is the this is unwanted here, because it is not optimization. Optimization is avoid the execution of some statements. So if such a case is there, then you will use else there. So smartly we will just say else, and we'll check the condition. Or in fact, just in two condition, you need not to check the condition even, because if it is not even, then it must be odd. So let us check. Okay, by. Now here you have seen that in spite of even number or odd number, it is printing by. Because you are seeing here that there are not curly bracket as such. Like in C we were seeing such curly bracket, right? Such we are habituated to have curly bracket. But in Python, they are not curly bracket as such. Instead, there is something called indentation. Indentation means you must observe here that after colon, cursor is not going here, but it is going here. That means it is some 4 spaces from this margin. Okay, and this decides the block. Actually, this is a block. It decides the block. Okay, if you see here that if I second statement will also start from this. This is called as block, or in Python's language it is called as shoot. Okay. And I was talking that in spite of everything, by is executed because this print statement of by is not a part of this block. If you want to make it as a part of this block, you will have to take it on this line, right? So let us execute once and see. It's engaged. This symbol always shows engaged. It is engaged, so it will take the time, whereas it has confused. And if for the much time, suppose this is not solved, then what you will do is you will have to start your kernel and say restart. So it will restart your kernel and it will cancel the activities. You will again execute it after it becomes hollow. It's taking time. It's a little bit slow. Yes, let us execute it. Enter the number. Suppose I say 4. Then you have seen that by is not executed because now it is no more common. It is a part of else block. I hope this is clear to you people. Let us take another example. Suppose I take x is equal to 20, and for understanding more if statement, we will be taking this example. You must have observed we are not taking a bracket. We are not writing the conditions in the bracket as we are habituated with C and C++. Here it's optional. Either you can write in the bracket conditions or you may not. It's optional here. Suppose if I say x is equal to 5, then I will say print x is 5. Else we will check. Else we will check x optional. So we won't write it. X is equal to 10. And let us say here we will write ILF IF. X is equal to 10. It's 10. Again we will take condition. If we will check x is equal to 15. X is 15. And if it is not out of this, then else. What is to be printed? I am not out of this. I am not among this. So let us try to execute what it has printed. I am not among this because it is not checking the condition. Here mind well that it won't execute this such block. It will check x is equal to 5. It has seen that x is not equal to 5, so it won't fire. So conditions it will be checking, and as it has not satisfied with any condition, it has came directly here. Okay. Even you can take the number from user also. Let us take the number from the user. Input, enter the number, and let us take some another number. Suppose 15. X is 15. So this way, if works, I hope this is clear to you. I will urge you people, appeal you people, you please try for the different examples and get your concepts clear. Thank you very much for listening me, and please execute this so that whenever we will be going further, so ideas must be clear. Please subscribe the channel. Thank you.